Hunter, I hope you know what you're getting yourself into. Captain Rigel, Imperial Conquest Consolidation Corps. When the Empire invades, we're the ones who seal the deal. Don't suppose you're aware of the situation here on Balmorra?
I've been briefed, but I could use more details.
It's war, bloody and limitless. The Empire invaded Balmorra in the last war, but we've been spinning our wheels in the mud ever since. Resistance fighters think they can drive the Empire off Balmorra. We're here to prove them wrong.
How do you expect to succeed where the Imperial Army has failed?
We are the army too. Other soldiers just don't have the capability to handle our kind of specialized missions. The Balmorran government in exile, backed by Minister of Defense Vol'argen, is giving us fits, backing a strong faction of the Resistance. The Minister is safely off planet, but if we break his allies here, we break him. We break him, we break the Resistance.
What do you need me to do?
That's what I'm looking for. People who want to get things done. My second-in-command, Lieutenant Davriel, is masterminding Phase 1 of what we like to call Operation Breaking Point. You'll find him in Sobrik. He's got plans to blow the Balmorran resistance sky high. I think you'll like them.
Hunter, you look like a woman who's seen blood. Good. The battle for Balmorra can only be won with blood, sweat, and tears. Our sweat, their blood and tears. The government in exile, the resistance, cowards. We're going to bury them in their little hidey holes.
Where do I come in?
The old government's sending generators to the resistance, powering their artillery. The resistance has given pardons to Balmorra's worst killers in exchange for a little guard duty. Phase 1 of Operation Breaking Point is to destroy those generators and put those killers to sleep. You in?
I signed up to serve the Empire, and I intend to do it.
From the looks of you, I'd say you mean it. The generators are in the Nibre warehouse. If you can blow them to pieces, you'll show the Balmorran resistance it takes more than cold-blooded killers to stop the Empire. Must have been imagining things, but I could have sworn I heard those generators go pop from here. Good work, but it looks like the resistance isn't done yet.
I will hunt down each and every member of the Resistance if I have to.
Good to hear you say it. Used to be we kept the Resistance in check in the wilds, but now they've started to get bolder. They're attacking Imperial holdings in the old Balmorran industrial area. We need to punish their boldness. Lieutenant Thorpe at Marcaran Outpost has some ideas about how to put the Resistance back in their place.
I hear your exploits with Lieutenant Davriel went well. Let us hope you are versatile. Unlike my esteemed colleague, I do not base my mission's success on the decibel level of the explosions. Breaking the spirits of a resistance movement is like cooking a fine meal.
So what are the ingredients for this mission?
The resistance has the people's backing. We must crush the spirits of the people to crush the resistance. No doubt Lieutenant Davriel told you that they've brought in cyborg mercenaries from off-world, using an experimental new drop technology to land them on the planet. These cyborgs are killing our soldiers left and right.
It'll take more than a couple of implants to shake me.
That's why we hired you. I believe we can catch them by surprise at this location. But here's the key. I want to send the Balmorran people a clear message. We collect the technology the cyborgs use to drop onto Balmorra and use it against them. Kill the cyborgs, collect the technology. What do you think?
You have a devious mind.
Bring me the cyborg technology, and I think the Balmorran people will get our message loud and clear. But has it, the former Balmorran Minister of Defense, Vol'argen, got wind of your work destroying the generators at Nibre warehouse? He's furious. I can't wait to hear his reaction when we attack him with his own cyborg's gear. Perfect.
Maybe he'll decide to come here and fight, so I can kill him.
We'll do our utmost to provoke him. To reach the Resistance's main base, we need to push through the Gorinth wilds. But the Resistance have repelled all Imperial offensives with guerrilla attacks from this untamed and largely uncharted area. A Balmorran defector, Cavil Aren, has agreed to help us clear out the wilds and carve a path to the Resistance's base. He's at the Gorinth Imperial outpost.
Hunter, your business is death. How do you like Balmorra so far? Worthless, isn't it? But full of death.
As war zones go, it's not so bad.
Then you haven't been here long enough. Resistance stealth troops have been infiltrating Imperial outposts, making quick strikes and leaving no trace. The Empire says they can't be beaten. I say they can.
What did you have in mind?
You don't see them until they kill you. That's what they say. But I built the tech they use to keep hidden. Their camp's in the Gorinth Wilds, but they've surrounded it with mines to keep strangers out. Watch your step, and you can use this device to detect the stealth fighters. They're fast, though. If I may offer advice, strike quick and hard. No more surprise attacks. Good. Captain Rigel is on Holo. He wants a word with you.
I asked you to do a job, and you sure outdid yourselves. We'll all have medals by the end of this one. Word is the former Balmorran Minister of Defense Vol'argen might come down to Balmorra. He's playing right into our hands.
I'm glad to see you're so happy.
Now that the wilds are secured, we're ready for the final push. Colonel Vrain, head of the Imperial Conquest Consolidation Corps, has come to oversee the action. He's at the Sundari outpost, in striking distance of the Resistance's main base. It's now or never.
Hunter, you are better than the common mercenary, you've proven that much. Today the Balmorran resistance, backed by the government in exile, takes its last pitiful gasp. We have you to thank. It won't be long before the corpse of former Defense Minister Vol'argen is cold in the ground.
Has the former defense minister come to Balmorra?
That's the rumor, but either way, if Operation Breaking Point succeeds, his death is only a matter of time. The Resistance, aided by the Republic, has made its headquarters in the Balmorran Arms Factory. It is a heavily fortified facility, but it's not invulnerable. Not with such a powerful patriot as yourself on our side.
I await your orders.
If we may impose on you for one final task in service of the glorious Empire, we need you to break into the factory, shut off its power, and use the period of panic to shut down security. Once this is done, the main attack force can sweep in and wipe out the Resistance. And if you see Vol'argen, kill him.
It's an honor to serve.
Word is the Resistance at the factory have the Republic's backing. They'll be well equipped and well trained. For anyone else, this would be a suicide mission. I wouldn't consider it, but I have a good feeling about you. I've heard most satisfactory reports of your success in the Balmorran Arms Factory, and that fool Vol'argen played right into our hands. There can be no doubt. The Resistance is crushed.
They put up a good fight, but I think they'll be more agreeable now.
Undoubtedly. Captain Rigel is in charge of writing up the report on this one. If I could ask you for one final favor, that you report your success to him.
Hunter, you've more than earned your keep. The whole Resistance is in shambles. The people's spirits are broken. Balmorra is as good as ours.
Looks like there's still a lot of fighting going on.
Oh, that'll happen. That always does. The government in exile has lost its teeth. It's the Empire or it's anarchy, and people like peace. We cannot possibly thank you enough for your service. Decades we've been trying to win this war, and you've done it in a fraction of the time. Thank you.
Hunter, you're that mercenary all the troops have been talking about. Got orders from the Planetary governor to find you. You're needed at this war conference, Priority Alpha 1.
Why does the Balmorran governor need me?
The Dark Council sent an emissary, big-time Sith Lord, to personally review the status of the Balmorran occupation. This conference will determine the next stage of the ground campaign. Whole war's about to be decided, and the governor wants your expertise.
I'll join your war council. Make sure they're expecting me.
Assigning black-level clearance. No one will cause you trouble. Be quick, though. They're starting any minute.
Do you know the worst part, Governor?
I didn't.
Exactly. You didn't even own up to your mistakes. That's why the Dark Council gave this planet to me.
The governor's footing my bill. Let the man pay up.
I was going to exact payment in flesh, but if you insist. I am Darth Lacris, and I'm here to cleanse Balmorra. They say you're the best bounty hunter. You're wasted working for those incompetents in Sobrik.
How'd the Dark Council pick you for ruler of Balmorra?
My master felt I needed a challenge, and I agreed. You're here because I asked the governor to bring me his best. Balmorra has a problem.
My friends of the Resistance, I won't take much time. The Empire says it owns Balmorra. The Republic says it's yours. We're gone. But you and I know Balmorra's won with sweat and tears, and my boys will stand by your side until everyone knows it.
Grand Marshal Jaquetta, formerly of the Republic Army. Officially, he and his troops went rogue after the Republic withdrew from this sector. Ever since, they've been holed up under siege, aiding the Resistance and fortifying their position. You may have met their scouting parties already.
Grand Marshal Jaquetta. What's his story?
A brute. He seems barely literate, but he took 3 sectors from us during the war. Jaquetta and the Resistance are based in the Balmorran Arms Factory, home of the brightest engineers in the galaxy. I'm told the factory's generators are inexhaustible, its defenses cutting edge, its barricades block our scans, giving the Resistance peace and privacy.
No fortress is invincible. There must be a structural vulnerability. Potential traitors in the ranks.
If the governor had done his job, we'd know. But there's no time anymore. Jaquetta may have officially gone rogue, but the Republic still supports him. They fund his revolution from the shadows, make supply drops in secret. Those Republic hypocrites want the arms factory as a beachhead, and as Balmorra's new governor, I say we take it before they mount a full invasion.
If the Republic invades Balmorra, they'll be violating the peace with the Empire.
And if they act through mercenaries, a foreign government, they'll hide their involvement, but it'll be an invasion just the same. Obliterate the factory defenses, lower the barricades that block our scans, and I'll have an army at your back. And if you can, bring me proof of Republic involvement on Balmorra. We'll expose their lies on a galactic stage.
Darth Lacris, can you read me? I'm lowering the barricades to the Balmorran Arms Factory.
I hear you perfectly. We'll start scanning the interior now. Hold on. Someone cut through this interference.
Pardon my interruption. I'm Grand Marshal Jaquetta, formerly of the Republic Army.
You're about to be overrun with Imperial troops, but this doesn't have to be a bloodbath. Talk to me, Jaquetta.
You won't like what I have to say. I'm not a complete fool. Once I realized you planned to lower our defenses, I sent a few friends.
Jedi Knight Raylon Nis, reporting.
Tempest Squad, reporting.
Fresh volunteers who have taken a leave of absence to join the Balmorran Resistance. Taste of what's coming.
I'm surprised a Jedi could arrive on Balmorra unnoticed.
We've got a few tricks left.
Go! Go!
Can you hear me? This channel is still open. Did Jaquetta send a Jedi?
Along with a Special Forces team. He claimed they weren't with the Republic.
I'm sure he did. My people are performing a full scan of the factory now that the defenses are down. I'll patch you into the report.
My lord, we're detecting unusual signals from inside the factory. What appears to be a hyperspace beacon. It shouldn't be possible. It must have taken them decades.
Don't underestimate their engineers or their resources. What can you do?
In theory, starships could follow the beacon and jump-in system almost directly overhead.
The Republic is flying reinforcements straight to the Balmorran Arms Factory and bypassing our defenses.
You know where to look. Scan for enemy transports approaching the factory.
Picking up. There are dozens of ships out there. Silhouette is Republic Special Forces, Triumph class.
This is how they did it during the war. Multiple strike teams, strategic objectives, 1 Jedi per military squad. They took entire planets. They know we see them. They're rushing to land now.
If they're heading to the factory, we can stop them from the ground.
Agreed. Take out the landing platforms and guidance systems. I'll have attack squadrons blow those ships out of the sky. Fail me now, and we perish with Balmorra.
The fleet may be lost, but my Padawan and I can hold the Imperials while you regroup.
No. You've got your ship, we've got a few of our own. I want you to get the non-combatants and the wounded off Balmorra. After we handle this. You're damn tough, you know that?
How many years have you survived under siege? You've had a good run.
It's not over yet. I've got Jedi at my back and the finest armor Balmorran arms ever designed. Ignore the scratches.
We can cover your escape.
Nah. Let's see what an old man can do for his troops. Good fight. You've got, well, you've got something I don't have anymore.
It's not too late to stop more killing.
I'm glad to hear you say that. I know how much the Empire wants to expose the Republic's involvement in Balmorra, publicly. I confess the truth of the invasion, if you help my men.
Talk, and make it good.
Let the Balmorrans and the non-combatants leave. Treat the Republic soldiers fairly, as prisoners of war. Help them, and I'll tell everyone we violated the treaty.
Agreed. You're more useful alive.
I appreciate that. Sounds like your troops made it inside. Keep your word. I'll keep mine.
Time to go, Chiquetta.
Sir, Squad 815, Darth Lacra sent us to reinforce your position.
Take the Grand Marshal into custody. We're done for now.
Understood. There's fighting all over the factory, but it looks like a victory. Orders are to regroup at the outpost when you can, sir.
Darth Lacra, Grand Marshal Chiquetta is defeated, and the Balmorran arms factory is broken.
You smell like smoke and blood. Let me show you something.
My forces received supplies and intelligence from the Republic. We knowingly and illegally attacked Imperial targets by order of the Senate. We broke the peace treaty that keeps our worlds whole, and for that, I apologize to all citizens of the galaxy.
There are protests on the streets of Coruscant. Republic ships are withdrawing from 3 sectors. You humiliated them.
The Republic may have lost face, but they're not going to stop attacking.
No, but who really wants that? I'm gathering troops for a clean sweep of the Balmorran arms factory. I'm making it my base of planetary operations. My governorship would be very different without you. You have my gratitude for your assistance.
The Balmorrans have suffered for a long time. If you want to end the Resistance, show them the Empire is not their enemy.
I have my own plans for the people here, but I'll remember your advice. It's time I return to ruling. There are new reports of Resistance activity. Should you choose to remain on Balmorra, perhaps I'll call on you again.
Hey there. You got a second? You look like someone important in the Empire, huh? I, bet you could get me to who's in charge.
This better be worth it.
I ain't never been more serious. Once you turned our droids against us, Balmorra was dead. It's just mop-up for you. I want to come out of this with my head. I got info. Right here. Where the rebels are. What they're hitting. Introduce me to the Mucky Mucks, and I'll trade them the rest for a berth off-planet.
You want to defect?
Now you're getting it. Help me out. I think Lieutenant Trishota handles defections, but he's been targeted a few times, so he don't take people off the street anymore. You convince him I'm the real goods, and I'd bet he'd cut you in a finder's fee.
Are you the officer who deals with defectors?
Yes, though I prefer not to be quite so open about it. I'm Lieutenant Trishota. High Command has tasked me to learn how these rebels think, as distasteful as that is. Have you found a candidate? Someone of enough value for the Empire to recruit instead of capture?
A man named Griffin Remus. He seems to know the rebels well. We should work with him.
Let me see anything you have on him. We could use a man on the inside. Thank you. I'll transfer our standard finder's fee to your accounts.